strength. It's not about being abandoned or left behind. It's about the incredible freedom to connect with your inner self without distractions. Life will present you with challenges, and yes, some of those challenges will make you feel as though you're facing them alone. But I tell you, those challenges are opportunities in disguise. Every difficulty you face, every setback you endure can become a moment where your resilience is forged. Standing alone doesn't mean you are defeated. It means you are unbreakable. Each trial gives you the chance to build resilience, to learn that you are capable of handling what comes your way. You are strong enough to carry yourself through any storm. But this strength begins with one vital thing: self-love. You must first learn to love and value yourself before you can truly stand strong alone. The power of self-love is not a passive feeling. It is an active, daily decision to believe in your own worth, even when no one else does. It's about affirming that you are enough, that you are worthy of success, happiness, and peace. When you love yourself, you realize that you don't need the constant validation of others to be whole. You are already complete. And it's important to remember, resilience is built one step at a time. Every small victory, every moment you choose to rise again after a fall strengthens you. It's in those times of solitude, when the world is quiet, that your inner strength is cultivated. You discover that you are not fragile. You're capable of enduring, of growing, of transforming. It is the challenges you face alone that shape you into who you are meant to be. As you walk this journey, you will find that faith plays a crucial role in being strong alone. Faith in your abilities, faith in your purpose, and faith in the fact that you are never truly alone. Even when you are physically by yourself, there is an unshakable belief that you are guided, that you are supported by forces greater than yourself. Trust that everything you need is within you. And when you learn to trust in yourself, you realize that you have everything you need to succeed. Let us also not forget the importance of boundaries. To be strong alone, you must know when to stand firm. Boundaries are not walls to keep others out. They are fences that protect your peace. Being strong alone means understanding when to say no, when to prioritize your well-being, and when to stand your ground. Strength lies not in pleasing others, but in remaining true to yourself. And finally, understand that solitude is a space of transformation. It is often in our alone moments that we make the most important decisions of our lives. It is when we are alone that we come face to face with our true selves, and in that space, we begin to understand our purpose, our dreams, and our potential. Solitude doesn't shrink you, it expands you. It reveals the greatness that lies within you, waiting to be unleashed. So I urge you today, don't fear being alone. Embrace it. Stand firm in your own strength. Know that within you lies a well of power that no one can take away. You are not weak for being alone. You are strong. You are resilient. You are capable of rising no matter what. And when you stand strong alone, you unlock the power to transform your life and make an impact in the world around you. Self-reliance is often misunderstood. Many see it as a necessity born of loneliness or struggle, but in reality, it's a manifestation of inner strength. To be self-reliant is to trust in your own abilities, to believe that you have what it takes to navigate through life, regardless of the circumstances. It's the profound realization that your value is not contingent on the approval or presence of others. When you learn to rely on yourself, you unlock a depth of strength that transcends external influences. You come to understand that the only true source of lasting power lies within you. When we speak of self-reliance, it's not merely about surviving or getting through difficult times on your own. It's about thriving, about recognizing that you have the tools, the wisdom, and the resilience to tackle the challenges that life throws your way. It's the belief that you don't need to depend on external circumstances to define your success. It's a recognition that while others may come and go, your relationship with yourself is the one that lasts a lifetime and the only one that truly matters in the long run. Self-reliance means you understand the importance of standing on your own feet, but it doesn't mean isolating yourself from the world. It's about knowing that you are capable of forging a path, making your decisions, and learning from both your triumphs and failures. When you rely on yourself, you cultivate the confidence to take responsibility for your life, to shape it according to your vision, and to embrace the lessons that come with that responsibility. It's about becoming the author of your own story, not simply a character in someone else's narrative. True self-reliance fosters independence of mind and spirit. You stop waiting for someone to give you permission to succeed, and instead you give yourself permission to live boldly, to chase your dreams, and to learn from your mistakes. In the absence of external validation, you discover an inner peace, a steady confidence that no storm can shake. This is the kind of strength that comes from within, the kind that makes you unshakable, because you know that regardless of what happens, you are enough, and you can handle whatever comes your way. By nurturing self-reliance, you build a foundation that is not dependent on fleeting circumstances. You cultivate the strength to stand alone, not because you are alone in the physical sense, but because you recognize that all the resources you need are already within you. When you trust in your abilities, you become less afraid of setbacks, less reliant on the opinions or support of others, and more willing to take bold steps in the direction of your dreams. This inner reliance is not a crutch, but a deep, unshakable belief in your own strength. The more you nurture this belief, the more you will discover just how powerful you truly are. Inner power is a force that resides within each of us, waiting to be tapped into, nurtured, and expressed. It's not a power that comes from external sources or circumstances, but rather from a deep connection with ourselves. This power is unique to every individual. It's the sum of your potential, your talents, your passions, and your ability to persevere through life's challenges. Understanding and harnessing this inner power is the key to living a fulfilling life, one that is shaped by your own purpose and vision, rather than by the whims of the outside world. At its core, inner power is about self-awareness and self-mastery. It's the ability to recognize your own strengths, and more importantly, to understand your weaknesses and limitations. But acknowledging these weaknesses doesn't make you weak. It's an essential part of being empowered. True power lies in embracing all aspects of who you are, not in pretending to be something you're not or relying on others to define you. When you recognize your inner power, you begin to trust yourself more, to make decisions that align with your true nature, and to act with conviction. This is the essence of living authentically, with an unwavering belief in your own abilities. The beauty of inner power is that it's not influenced by external forces like money, status, or the opinions of others. It's a power that transcends material success or social validation. It comes from knowing your worth regardless of what the world tells you. It comes from a place of deep confidence that is rooted in understanding and accepting your own identity. When you are connected to your inner power, you no longer seek validation from others because you have already validated yourself. You no longer wait for someone to give you permission to act because you know that you are fully capable of making decisions that serve your highest good. In moments of hardship or uncertainty, your inner power is what will guide you through. It's the voice inside that tells you to keep going, even when things seem impossible. It's the resilience that allows you to rise every time you fall, the strength that pulls you back from despair and propels you toward action. Inner power doesn't guarantee that life will always be easy, but it ensures that you are equipped to face whatever challenges come your way. It reminds you that you are capable of finding solutions, of learning from mistakes, and of growing stronger with each experience. But in order to access this power, you must first believe that it's there. You must trust that no matter the obstacles or setback, you have the capacity to overcome them. Inner power is not something that can be given to you by others. It is something you must cultivate within yourself. It requires self-reflection, a commitment to personal growth, and an understanding that you are always evolving. The more you honor and trust your inner power, the more you see how it can guide you toward your purpose and your dreams. It becomes the foundation upon which you build your life, the wellspring of confidence and strength that fuels every decision, every step you take. And you are truly connected to your inner power. You begin to see the world differently. You no longer feel powerless in the face of challenges. Instead, you see each moment as an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become stronger. Your perspective shifts from one of limitation to one of possibility. You begin to recognize the vast potential within you and start living in alignment with that potential. Inner power is not about controlling everything around you. It's about mastering the art of controlling your reactions, your mindset, and your actions in the face of adversity. This power, when fully embraced, leads to a life of purpose and fulfillment. It allows you to walk with confidence and authenticity, trusting that you are exactly where you need to be and that you have everything you need to move forward. Your inner power is an unshakable foundation that, when nurtured, can carry you through any storm and help you achieve what you once thought was impossible. It is a reminder that you are capable, you are worthy, and you are strong. Always. The power of solitude is often misunderstood in a world that glorifies constant connection and external validation. In a society where being surrounded by others is considered the norm, solitude is sometimes viewed as a burden or a sign of isolation. However, it is in solitude that we discover our deepest strengths, find clarity, and cultivate the inner peace necessary for personal growth. Far from being a weakness or something to fear, solitude is a powerful tool for transformation and self-realization. You are alone. You are given the rare gift of silence, free from the distractions, noise, and opinions of the outside world. This silence becomes a mirror, reflecting back to you who you truly are, without the interference of societal expectations or external judgments. It's in these quiet moments that you can hear the voice of your inner self, the part of you that knows your true desires, your authentic path, and the steps you need to take to achieve your purpose. In solitude, you have the space to reconnect with your core values, your passions, and your dreams, which are often drowned out by the noise of everyday life. Solitude offers the opportunity for profound self-reflection. It is in these moments of stillness that you can take a step back and examine your life with clarity. You can evaluate where you've been, where you are, and where you want to go. The quiet gives you the chance to confront your fears, insecurities, and unresolved emotions, and in doing so, it allows you to heal. Instead of relying on others for answers or seeking external validation, solitude encourages you to look within for the wisdom that resides there. In the stillness, you can process your thoughts, work through challenges, and come to decisions that are aligned with your true self. The power of solitude also lies in its ability to foster creativity. Without the constant input from others, you have the mental space to explore new ideas, to experiment, and to think freely. Many of the world's most innovative ideas and breakthroughs have come from moments of solitude, where individuals were able to step away from the hustle and bustle of daily life and tap into their own creativity. In solitude, you are not influenced by the opinions or expectations of others, which allows your mind to wander freely and make connections that would otherwise be missed. Solitude is a sanctuary for emotional regeneration. When constantly surrounded by others, we often find ourselves caught in the ebb and flow of other people's emotions, opinions, and needs. This can drain us, leaving little room for our own emotional well-being. Solitude, on the other hand, gives us the space to recharge, to reconnect with our emotional center, and to restore balance. So it allows us to step away from the demands of the world and give ourselves the time and attention we need to nurture our own emotional health.
Good morning again. I'll stop that there for today. And my little take on that, that's just for me. It's tough at first when we're trying. It was the hardest thing for me at first to try this old solitude thing, doing things by myself, getting up and going out there and just talking to people, doing events, going any place by myself, because that was not my comfort space. But now I can do it. Like when I started going to doing networking, guys, mute your phone, please. Yeah. The networking event. Mr. Gary, thank you. It was the hardest thing on my first networking event, to show up by myself because I knew no one there. Or, you know, as he mentioned, the whole solitude thing, just being by yourself with just you and you alone. You know the saying, get dressed, go out and eat by yourself. Even just going to the movies by myself, the first time I did that, it was hard. But now I enjoy me, I can do it. So it's a learning and a growing, it's all part of the growing, so you can appreciate you, getting to know yourself and giving clarity, and that's how things come to you as well. So that's my take on there. Mr. CJ, are you there?
Good morning, Novlet.
Morning.
Good morning, Novlet. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Happy Monday. Monday, the 5th of May, 2025. We're moving on. Can you imagine? We are already in the month of May. Happy Monday to everyone. Friends, guests on the call. Those of us who are new on the call this morning, we welcome you. We invite you, by the way. and we will give you the opportunity to introduce yourself shortly. We just want you to know, if you are new on the call, feel free, feel welcome. We invite you to be a part of the conversation. It's all about wellness, it's all about empowerment. And here on the Momentum Morning Show, let's call it that, we are here to do all that heavy lifting, to inspire, to motivate, and to educate. Welcome to Valerie and Sylvia, Arena, Sabrina. Hi, Patsy. Mitch, good to see you. Mary, Marie, and Maria, and Lynn, good morning. Mr. KJ, good morning. Hodge, Greta, Mr. Gary, and Diane, and Ruth, and Benjamin. Are you still in Alaska, my brother? Beatrice, Atomy leader, and to Novel, good morning. The power of solitude, wonderful. Finding the authentic you, finding strength in solitude. Give yourself a chance.
Did we lose Mr. C?
Can you hear me now, Lynn?
Now I can hear you.
Okay. Listen, this morning, of course, is our Freestyle Monday. And we invite testimonials, we invite interaction. I want you to know that it's not about Novlet, it's not about CJ, it's not about Maria, it's not about any of us, the leaders on the call, it's about you. And so we invite interaction this morning. If you got a question, you got a testimonial, this is where we come together and we share, because we will succeed. We will get over our failings, all the things that entrap us. We stumble, but we get up. We get knocked down, but we get up. When we fall looking forward. It's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not to have one than to have an opportunity. Listen, guys, I welcome each and everyone on the call this morning. And we're going to do the CCFS factor before we proceed. The cherish, the create, the follow the faith, the serve with humility. CCFS. So if you don't mind, we will just quickly unmute and allow everyone to participate in declaring what is our motto, what is our pledge. And we say it solemnly, we say it with affirmation. We cherish, we create, we follow, and serve. The CCFS factor is what I call it, the Atomy motto. So on the count of three, if we could all just quickly unmute, we will declare our motto and then we will dive right in. I think now you have something lined up for us, so I will just go ahead and lead a charge. On the count of three, if we could all unmute, and we will speak our motto as we proceed. On the count of three, 1, 2, 3. Cherish. Let's go. Now let's over to you.
Well, I will allow if there's any feedback on the video.
Excuse me, Novlet, if there is anyone, I just keep forgetting, if you are new on the call this morning, we do not want to proceed and we don't give you a chance to introduce yourself. So if you could just quickly tell us who you are, where you're calling from, who invited you, so we can welcome you officially. You just take a minute, and then Novlet,
This is Doreen. This is
Hey,
Doreen. Yeah,
Hey.
Patsy. Teffy,
Right.
she invited me.
Okay, Doreen. Great to have you. Where are you calling from, Doreen?
Toronto, Scarborough.
Great, great, great. And are you an Atomian guest, friend, customer?
Just a friend.
Okay. Well, we're glad you stopped by and we invite you to come again and bring another friend.
Okay.
This is
Okay, I
very
will.
conversations. Glad to have you, Patsy. Doreen,
Okay.
thank you. Anyone
Oh,
else?
Miss, hello.
Okay, I guess
Um,
Yes,
Sylvia
Sylvia.
wants to give her feedback.
yes. Hold on a minute. Yeah, if my memory serves me right, I think when Jesus was about to be crucified and he was in the Garden of Gethsemane with his disciples, he stepped aside and observed moment of silence. So that proves to us that there are times when we have to look into ourselves and to get away from the crowd and meditate, use that moment to meditate. And then, of course, in that special moment, we can find our true selves. And we have to realize that regardless of what, we are going to be facing obstacles. But then we have to empower ourselves to overcome these obstacles and find out that we have to be self-reliant. We have to depend on ourselves and then reach out to achieve what we want to achieve. And of course, throughout the talk, the main idea is it's us, the onus, showing us that the onus is on us. And regardless of what people out there are saying, it's us. And we have to focus on us and realize that the sky's the limit and the prize is out there that we are reaching for. Our journey is ours, and regardless of the support that we get, when we are going on that road, that journey, we have to walk alone. People might be there cheering us, yes, but it's on us to get to where we want to. Thank you, Ms. Nobles. Hello?
I hear you. Go
Okay.
ahead.
We hear you,
Yes,
Sylvia, and
I'm through.
we appreciate your input. In fact, we wish and hope that others will jump in and share. As I said earlier, these momentum morning calls, it's not for CJ, it's not for Norbert, it's not for Maria, it's not for Nick, it's for all of us. And we want to develop and maintain and sustain a culture of sharing. We just declared the motto just now, creating, cherish the spirit, creating the vision, serving in humility, and that's what we're doing right now. So to Novlet and to Maria and to myself and those of us who come on the call, Mitch included, we get no personal gain. It's not about any money, but we do it freely, lovingly, and willingly because we really want to uplift each other, and in the process of doing that, to to take these wonderful products that we have in the shopping mall to the world, not to hide it, to tell it. But we know that every single one of us will have our moments when we struggle. I have witnessed over the past several months some sad events happening in the lives of many persons who come on the call. Have lost, there's been tragedy, there's been loss, there's been pain, but we press on and we want to support each other. We really mean it when we say we do the heavy lifting here. So if you're on the call, you're an Atomian, you want to build your business, you're not alone. You just invite. And we answer the questions. We share we do it all here. We just had Mr. Dr. Miles Monroe pouring out. And after he's done, we're going to go into more product information education. So we thank you, Sylvia. And if there is anyone else, step up. And it's for you.
Mitch has his hands raised. Go ahead, Mitch.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good evening.
How you guys
Go ahead.
doing? How you guys doing?
We're doing
Absolutely.
awesome.
Well, today is the first. Is it the first Monday of the month of May?
Yes.
So I'm excited, and I know you guys excited because we get to see another day, and we are blessed, to be an Atomy. We are blessed to have a business that gives us the opportunity to build something big to live for the next generation. So, guys, I just want really to share with you today something really quick to help improve, get this month, put this month, make this month a month to remember. We have to do something special. It's May, it's the 5th month, I believe, of the year. We are about to get in the middle of the year. Time's flying. So we can't we can't relax for too long. We have to do what we have to do to go to business to create that momentum, because we're in momentum morning. Here's what I'm asking you guys to do, and I'm doing it myself. Especially in a Monday, it's we have to get the calls up, the numbers. We have to call about 50 people, guys, a day. 50 people a day. I've been trying it. Let me tell you, it works. If you get 50 calls a day, if you're serious about building something big, you're going to see what you're gonna tell me. Let me tell you guys, I'm gonna challenge you this week. Try 50 calls a day. Hey,
Yes.
especially if you want to do Atomy full time. Send me.
Yes.
How am I gonna get this number? You have it already in your phone. Call, guys.
That's
Let
right.
me tell you, 50 calls a day. I'm telling you, you're gonna at least set 10 appointments. You're going to at least set 10 appointments. And I'm telling you, you will recruit at least 3 people in
Yes,
your
sir.
business. And then you will
Absolutely.
at least find yourself one leader in your business. All right? So today's Monday, first Monday of the month of May. And you can be a brand new sales master in this month of May. You can be, you can put yourself in a position where you can make $4,000 a month. But let me tell you guys, go ahead and try this, okay? Try it at least for the first week. And then you tell me, Monday I will be back to this call, and I want you guys to give me a report and is what you get from it. Really challenge yourself. And now let me tell you, the question I know you're going to ask me, let me answer it for you right now, because I don't want to hear no excuses. Where am I going to get those people? I know that's the question most of you have in your head right now. How am I going to get 50 people a day to call? Here's the good news. You already have 50 people to call a day because they're in your phone. After the first week, it might get a little bit more challenging, but I'm still going to give you ways and show you ways to get 50 people a day. And then you will get
Yes.
that 10 appointments. And then you will get at least 3 recruits. And you will grow your business in no time. And before you know it, guys, I want to hear and feel the momentum and morning momentum. All right? So when I come to this call, and one thing that I'm going to do, if CJ allowed, the leaders of the call, guys, is to hear, I want to hear how many appointments I have, especially, guys, on the Monday. I want to hear the appointments that you have, guys, for the
Of
week.
course.
The appointment,
Yes.
this is the momentum I want, okay? And I know CJ's with me on that, okay? Guys, I want to hear, look, today I have 10 appointments. I have 5. I have 20. That's what I'm going to hear. And then, guys, for those of you who's going to do it, you're going to get listen, you're gonna get your business to the next level. You're gonna get excited. You're gonna put money on your big account. You're gonna listen. Your family will be proud of you. Your team will be proud of you, and you will be proud of
Yes.
yourself. That's it. That's what I have for you guys. Happy Monday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And to imagine, Mitch, that over here in the world of Atomy, where other network marketing platforms are asking you to pay to join, to put something on the table. This over here, it is zero out of pocket. How good is that?
Yeah, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be hard.
It's painful,
It
man.
should not be hard, CJ.
Oh my
It,
God.
it should not be hard, CJ. It should not be hard.
Boy,
Should not be
Mitch.
hard, CJ. Let me tell you, it's a question of do it or don't do it. If you just do it, that's all. Listen, it's not hard. We just gotta do it, CJ. Success in
Hey,
Atomy is a question of do it or not doing it.
and when you do it,
Listen, it really doesn't have. It has nothing to do with how capable you are. It doesn't have to do how much skills you have. It doesn't have to do even your ability. It doesn't have nothing to do with the question of who's doing it and who's not doing it.
oh my God. Thank you, Mitch.
You got it.
You know, in the morning, I tell you, I get inspired and re-inspired every morning. And what we have here, we have the Monday, we have the recordings. They are out there with all these testimonials. We have the Thursday night call, we have the Monday night call, we have the Tuesday. Are you kidding me? What's the problem? So I thank you for that challenging, inspiring word this morning, Mish. Aja, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. Anybody else?
Hello, good morning. This is Lynn.
Good morning.
Hi. I'm excited to be an Atomian. I'm so thankful for the person who introduced me to Atomy, so I can be an independent contractor with the
Yes.
Atomy service. It's a free business. The
Yes.
person who introduced me to it really love me because I'm telling you, I've been through multiple businesses, multiple network businesses, and this is the best.
Love it.
This
Wow.
our own platform where we don't have to pay no money, $500 to join, promises left behind. This is
Mm,
an equal opportunity where you can gain your own income when
love
you
it.
work by your mouth, use your phone. You don't have
Yes.
to check no background check. It is a free opportunity. It does not discriminate any man. This is for
Yeah.
every man to eat bread. If we only network together and work together, we can pull up each other and be successful. And I'm telling you, after being in the Atomy business from 2016 and
Mm-hmm.
having to take care of my dad, who is 99 years old, and all
Ooh.
those years going to school and working a night job, trying to make the American dream, it's not
Mm,
easy to do all those things. After me, through the process, I've worked hard to go to school and send myself to become a nurse practitioner.
yes.
You can do anything you put your mind to do. Do not be
Mhm.
jealous of anybody because when I started with Atomy, all I was doing is trying to work. I was left, all I was getting was red, trying to get people to work the business. And it was hard. Thanks for the support of my team, my upline, and my determination. Do not be jealous of anybody for what they have. You may see your uplines going up, but they want to help you. You need to communicate with them because this is a global business. They may not have
Yes.
everybody phone number to contact. They have their own family responsibilities. You cannot be jealous of anybody in this business. You need to work this business together and make it happen. It is a free opportunity for everybody to network and have a nice sister relationship, a nice brother relationship, and share this opportunity so we can be a blessing to others. God did not make us to beg for bread. He make us so we can work. That's why He makes so many brothers and sisters we have in this world to help and to work in accordance so people can succeed. If you truly love yourself, you love your family. Sometimes family don't study you when you try to tell them to come in this business. They are your worst supporters, some of them, right? But when they see you making a little dollar, they will wonder why. You loving, you'll try to help them. This is an opportunity. We can work together, Mitch. We can work together, Novelet. We can work together, all our other supporters, pull together, communicate with our uplines, and hold each other hand from the depth of the sea and pull each other up. Because this business was made that we cannot do without each other. It's two legs. So is go down the hole, but we must have the support of each other to make this work. So I pray for somebody who is discouraged today and think that Atomy, they are left behind. This is a no child left behind business. If you really
Yes.
want to do business, support your upline, support
Mm.
your downline. Let us work this network and make it happen because God is the greatest provider. He did not make us to beg. God bless you. Let us support this business. Let us work Atomy because Atomy is the best business ever.
Mm. Wow. Unstoppable.
Sad.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, we have one more hand raised, Mr. Benjamin, because I have two short video I want to share and have some discussion, but Mr. Benjamin, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, good morning, good morning, good
Good morning.
morning.
Good
I'm
morning,
now
Ben.
back. I'm now back in Seattle.
Okay.
Okay, great.
So, since I got back in Seattle, I got the chance to go to the headquarters in Federal Way, and I got the chance
Oh,
to
wow.
walk around their facility, and I met Mr. Tommy there, and Mr.
Oh,
Tommy, he loaded up uh, my a bag of Atomy with my wife and I, and he gave us a tour. And as he gave us a tour of the building, it was like amazing. It's like,
Mm.
wow, this company, and they're the ones. They're the one in Washington State is the first
Mhm.
place that was opened up in the United States. And
Yeah.
so I saw where they do the presentation. I saw the big screen, and it was like no joke. Uh, and so they're having a Spanish session. They had an English session, and they have a Korean session. I'm going to go tomorrow, Tuesday, to the English session, and very encouraging. Um, the Koreans were very encouraging to me about it. He told me about the him or him product. He gave me knowledge about how to use it, and everyone's different. Everyone's not the same. And then I met um, another person that came from Tacoma who had a center in Tacoma. She popped in, and I met her. But the greetings that I received from the the people there was like amazing. It was like welcome, 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 welcome. I'm like, oh wow, I'm in a company that really cares about each other. And I got the chance to also get on Zoom with Angie, who's my upline. They had a session in Atlanta, and I got a chance to be on their call to get that information and to learn from Atomy and to build a business. And I met the Korean lady there. I'm sorry for saying Korean, but I'll get these names right. But I even mentioned to her that I went to the Washington Washington Federal Way office, he already knows about it too. In fact, they know everybody. And so
Yeah.
I'm really pleased to be here. I'm in Seattle. I make myself available every morning to be on these calls. I know Mondays and Fridays for sure I could be on a call, and because I work on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But I am going to retire, which will give me more time to put into Atomy. So I'm excited to be here, and I'm just also want to be led of the Lord with all this knowledge that I'm getting from this morning meeting and all the other ones. I just want to be like the gentleman Mitch was saying. I know it's possible. I know it's possible. I must do it. So keep encouraging us. Keep letting us know how we can succeed and go on. Because I am new. Uh, so keep it going. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Wow. I must say, I would love to visit that location. So kudos to you. And thanks for sharing that with us. Maybe one day we'll all get to visit the Seattle location. But thank you for being here. And remember, even though you missed Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, there's always the replay that's posted. So you're not really missing it. You're just not live with us. You can always get the replay.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Okay, so there are no other hands raised. So this morning, I have 2 short videos I want to share, and that's just to also help us as individuals, and also we can then, because it's always about taking care of you first. Like on the airplane, they said, put your oxygen mask on first before you help others. And I just feel that if we can take care of ourselves the way we're supposed to, we're going to do better with the people that the Lord is bringing into our pathway. Because if we can't do that for ourselves, we're not going to be good to the people that we're meeting. So let me go quickly. Let me hit my share. Actually, let me go here first and bring the video up. Okay. And then come back and do share. So hopefully, we'll all learn from this, and we can take it and use it to help the individuals that we're working with. Let's share. So this is a nurse here. Let's make sure okay, she's unmuted.
Remember the day in nursing school when we learned about pH balance of the blood, and I questioned.
Hold on one moment. Let me get that volume up so you guys can truly hear what she's saying. Oh, I do have it all the way up. Let's see. Oh.
If I wanted to be a nurse that day. A lot of people had mental breakdowns. There was tears. There was a lot of tears. A lot of people were crying because it was a very complicated concept. But now that I've been a nurse for almost 14 years, I understand how important it was to learn. So I'm going to tell you 5, 6, whatever quick tips you need to know about pH balance and how it affects your body. So the pH in your blood should be very, very specific to about 7.35 to 7.45 on the pH scale. So the pH scale, if you are a lower number, you're more acidic. If you're a higher number, it's called basic or alkaline. Your blood's right in the middle, 7.35 to 7.45 when you're healthy. Now, if your acid-base balance is what it's called, gets off base and you get more acidic, that is bad. That is a breeding ground for disease in your body. One of the biggest things that thrives in an acidic environment starts with a C and rhymes with dancer. So put that together. When your blood pH goes below 7.35, so it goes into the 7.2, 7, whatever, and it sustains that way, it stays that way, you are considered acidotic. That means your blood pH is acidic. And when that happens, your body is a very friendly host to disease at that point, okay? So, one very easy and quick way that you can combat that every day is with lemons. It's a crux of nature. Lemons are one of the most acidic fruits on the pH scale. The juice of a lemon is very acidic. It's like a 2 on the pH scale. But when you ingest it, your body uses up that acetic acid, and what's left are the minerals, the calcium and the magnesium from the lemon, which are very alkaline. So it's a very quick way to alkalize your body. Get what I'm saying here? So every morning, in some form or another, I put lemon juice in just water, or I mix it with my lemon drink if you've watched my other video. But I drink lemon juice every single morning. It's a surefire way to get my body on track, okay? If you've ever looked at the baking soda box, it has like a big muscle on it, and people who used to work out, like this is like back in the 60s, knew that if you took a shot of baking soda in water, it was a great pre-workout. This is the same thing. When you take lemon juice, it's alkalizing your blood like that, and it's giving you a boost of energy. Not to mention, it's making your body very hostile to the big C, which we should all be doing that every day. So, case in point, I hope you liked my little tutorial about blood pH and the benefits of keeping your blood alkaline instead of acidic. When your blood is acidic, you are inviting in disease, without a doubt, okay? Everyone I see in the ICU who's acidotic is sick, very sick, like dying sick. That's a little extreme. You're not gonna get that way over a day, but you get my point. If you can control your blood pH every day by giving it alkaline things, which I know this is acidic, but when your body uses it, it's the most alkalizing food you could ingest. I squeeze one whole lemon juice in there, fill this up with water, and drink it. Okay, I've got my whole lemon in there, filling it up with water from my copper vessel.
So I shared that so that hopefully we all can start our day off like that and implement it. And then you can do the same for your people as you deal with them, because most of the people we're meeting that have all these diseases, which means your body's out of alignment. If you have any type of disease, that's basically what it's telling you, that the body's out of alignment, as she mentioned the pH. So alkalizing first thing in the morning is the best thing you can do, because then you're fighting that. Because guess what? Even the moment you leave the house and get on the highway, you have that oxidative stress going on, which forms acid in the body. And we're meeting all these people because in America, the most popular products we're selling on this Atomy website is the healthcare products, because we're meeting so many sick people. While in other places, they're leading with the skincare, because other countries, people are not as sick as America. So that's why we lead with healthcare here. We are meeting these people that are deathly ill that she mentioned. So, of course, you're taking the hemocene, which is helping to clean the body up. It's going in. The first property of hemocene is detoxification, which America is finally getting on board with, because years back when I would ask people, so what are you doing to get to the root cause? How are you cleaning the body up so the body can then take over and do? People will look at you like deer in a headlight. I met this gentleman, his wife had cancer. Cancer went away, the cancer is back. Now she has cancer. She's got other issue because what people do not realize is when you go to the whole chemotherapy treatment and they tell you that you're supposedly free of cancer, what they neglect to tell you is you need to detox because that chemotherapy is pure acid. So now people are walking around with all that acid in their body. And then later on, the cancer comes back with a vengeance and it's everywhere because no one detoxed and got all that toxicity out of their body. And that's why a lot of people, when it comes back with a vengeance, and now it's everywhere. And they thought, but I was cancer free. But it's acid that's going in there that's killing everything good and bad. And that's the only option that people are given when it comes to cancer. Now, I've always said that. Me, I am never going down that road. My daughter knows, everybody in my family knows. If I'm at the place where I can't speak for myself, you do not put me, I will not, don't give me chemo. I'm not putting that in my, let me go back to my maker the way I came, but I don't want that because let me tell you, when people die from cancer and they go in and do that autopsy they do, it's other issues that went on in their body from what that chemotherapy did to them that take out most of these people. So if you have ever done any type of chemo, you need to detox and get all that stuff out of your body. That's why people, their hair will fall out and the hair cannot grow back, or other issues happen and you'll never recover from it because you're walking around with a ton of acid. And Hemoheme, I tell you, is like the best detoxer you can put in your body. My customers will tell me, oh my gosh, I've been on the toilet forever. This is happening, that is happening. I had a lady, her detoxing symptoms were vomiting and diarrhea at the same time. So guys, remember to educate your people on the detoxing symptoms, that what can happen when you're detoxing. And if you're new, like for Mr. Benjamin, I would recommend that you go Google signs of detoxification, moderate, intermediate, and serious detoxing, where it breaks it down so you can share it with your people. Because a lot of times when individuals start detoxing, and if they're not familiar with it, they will back off, and sometimes you can never get them back on. But if you prepare them ahead of time, this could happen, especially for individuals that's been on prescription drugs for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, guaranteed they're going to detox, because all pharmaceuticals have chemicals in them, which builds up in the body. I've never had anyone that's been on prescription drugs for 5 years or more that did not have any detoxing symptoms. So educate your people on what can happen when you are detoxing. And again, I will say, Hemoheme will detox the body. And you can detox now and you stop and you think it's over. And a year or 2 years later, you're detoxing again, because as you stay on the product, there are different levels of detoxification. As Hemoheme goes into the cell, cellular regeneration, and as it goes deeper and deeper in, you can detox now. And maybe a year later, you're like, why am I detoxing again? That's how cleansing happens. And this is why I educate my people that if you truly want restoration, you need to stay on the product. It's not you take it for 6 months or a year and you feel great and you think it's over. No, because total body restoration takes about 7 years. If you have a major issue, it truly takes about 7 years for the cells to continually regenerate and regenerate and regenerate until healthier and healthier cells every time those cellular regeneration happens. And they say it takes about 7 years. So we really need to educate our people, because so many people stop thinking they're okay, and then a year or two later, that same issue popped back up because they did not complete the process. So again, whatever health issue someone is dealing with, always start with hemoheme. But guys, please explain hemoheme and what it can do for the body. Because this product goes down to the cells, which is where you need it to go, all the way in. Cellular regeneration, that is how we're going to heal, through detoxification. Perfect detoxer, this hemoheme. Along with a lot of water, as Mr. Benjamin said. I'm sure they were telling you how to take the hemoheme there with water. So guys, this is like the best product ever. Maria and I was talking this morning, and let me tell you guys, I talked about my daughter's health issues last week. And, you know, I wasn't really aware of, she has gastroparesis from just going in and having an appendix surgery with the botched surgery that they gave her. This was at the beginning of COVID. She's still dealing with this. People have died from that. My daughter met a young lady at church yesterday, and this lady couldn't believe, she's older than my daughter. She couldn't believe that my daughter has this sickness, because she's the head of the gastroparesis organization. She's gone to Congress to talk about it. And she cannot understand how my daughter is eating veggies and eating regular meal and all. And this lady looks, I was telling Maria, she is so skinny. And I always wonder, now guys, you know, I'm not a fat person. So when you hear me say she looked emaciated, it's from this disease that she has, this sickness. She said she can really eat boiled chicken because your body is not digesting the food. My daughter has been back to the hospital probably about 4 or 5 times to suction food out of her because she wasn't digesting. But let me tell you, she's been on hemoheme from day one. You guys heard me say hemoheme and Kangen water saved my daughter's life. She is nowhere in the category of what this lady is describing to me, with all these thousands of women that she's working with that have this sickness. And it's because of this hemoheme and all the other, you know, she's on Feinzyme, which helps with digestion, because at the beginning, she wasn't breaking down anything. So she was getting Feinzyme like crazy, and the probiotics. Now I'm excited about this new probiotics on the other website. But where my daughter is with this gastroparesis compared to where all these other ladies are that she's telling me about, my daughter is way ahead of everyone. And it's with these products on this website. So when you hear me being passionate about it, I wasn't even supposed to be here until 11. Anyway, I am passionate about the products because I know they work. My daughter has been on hemoheme, probiotics, Feinzyme, the vitamin C, the B complex, the plant calcium, because she needs these things to keep her going. And she's still not 100% because at times she still gets loaded with gas, but we know what to do. Let me tell you, the products work, especially when I spoke to this lady yesterday and hear the suffering that they're going through. Guys, we have products here that truly help people. We just have to know how to use the products and share. And let me tell you, I ask God every day, I pray, bring me the people that are suffering out there that truly needs help, that's crying out for help. Because let me tell you, this young lady said medically, there's no hope for them. They're not getting any help. We have the products here. This hemoheme is no joke. And I told you guys, since the beginning of COVID, right when COVID started is when this happened. And she was told 1.5 years ago that she's just now starting to heal. And she's dosed with hemoheme all the time. That Feinzyme and that probiotics, you got to take care of the gut. And I never added the Manuka honey. I'm going to add that with the new probiotics, because that probiotics has that coating for the intestine, which I think is going to do, I believe it's going to do wonders for her. But guys, the products work if you know how to use it, if you know how to share it with your people. and stay on top of them. It's all about education. It really does work. That Hemoheme is the most powerful product we have on the website. And I will say it again. Whatever the health issues are, no one on this call that is familiar faces that I see on here every day should ever ask me again, what product do you use for this? Whatever the health challenges are, start them with Hemoheme. And I always believe you need to incorporate Finezyme and that probiotics and everything else. I was watching a video where the general, I think I might share it Wednesday, where he's talking about digestive enzymes and the benefits. And he said if there's one supplement that he would consider above all, it would be a digestive enzyme. I was surprised he said that. He said when people asked him what's the #1 supplement anyone, he said a digestive enzyme, because if you can't break the food down and you can't get it in your cells, it doesn't matter what else you're doing, because you need everything to go into the cells. Now, me, I'm going with Hemoheme, the digestive enzyme, the probiotics, the vitamin C, and all those other wonderful products that we have. But guys, always, always, always do Hemoheme. Don't go to other basic products. You have to go to the root cause. If you can't get to the root cause, you cannot fix the problem. And Hemoheme goes to the root cause. It goes down to the T cells. It goes down to your natural killer cells. I mean, it really goes into the body and get the job done. So, is there any question? Oh, let me see what's here. Oh, thank you, Ms. Lynn. Maria or anyone wanted to add to that?
I just want to say thank you, Novlet. Your great information. You give a plethora of information to help people. You're just like a prophylactic presenter. Just like this nutrient supplement, and it helps everybody. That's how you are. You cover everything. And that's so good for people, because lack of knowledge is what really kills people, you know? And so we just want to thank you so much for this presentation. It helps, it reinforces. Even though you study for years and you listen, it just reinforces and absorbs better, because gut health is very important. As you said, the probiotics is very good. It takes the old bacteria, the good bacteria in, and beats the inflammation. And inflammation is what causes disease, itis, bronchitis, diabetes, you know, conjunctivitis, all these things.
All the itis. Yeah.
All the itis. So that Hemoheme they call the signature product of Atomy, it is real. And as you say, it helps your daughter. If your compliance is the key. We as human beings, where we fail the most is because everybody in life needs a coach. And compliance is the key. If you follow the regime that you're giving us and we are consistent with it, a lot of us life will be changed. Because my asthma that I developed here in Georgia is I don't have no asthma no more. I don't have to run to the doctor to get any nebulized treatment anymore and get inhalers anymore, because guess what? I'm using the mucus, the anti-mucus supplement, which is the Hemoheme. Beats the inflammation, beats the mucus, and it makes a change. Thank God for Hemoheme.
Yeah. And the vitamin C helps with that mucus too.
Yes, yes.
That vitamin is something else. And I got a testimony with the 500 milligram vitamin C before we got this 2000 milligram here. So imagine now that we have this 2000 milligram. Guys, the products work. That lady was bringing up mucus on that 500 milligram.
Yes. Yes, yes, if you need to continue to relax, it's fine. I just wanted to call you.
Saying that I'm talking. Hello, guys, could you mute your phone? Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Lynn. I appreciate it. Maria?
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah. Good morning. Good morning. This is an amazing and a fantastic call this morning. Oh, my goodness. I'm just listening to everyone and just realizing that we are really, truly blessed to have Atomy and to have this call, Morning Momentum. Nevertheless, as always, you're doing such a fantastic job. And I want to give a shout out to Lynn Ryan, my upline. Thank you for such inspiration to inspire us. You know, there's some things you literally have to fight for. You know, we've been given the platform, we've been given this company, given these fantastic products, but sometimes you have to battle for what it is that you really want, because surely there are obstacles that are going to come up against you, and a lot of times they're personal things that are in your mind. The battle is always in the mind, as Joyce Meyer said. She wrote a book about how the battle is in the mind. So we have
Battlefield of the mind.
yeah,
Powerful.
battlefield of mind, and so that's really where our biggest battle is we sometimes things just come up and we have to know how to navigate around them. And one of the things that Dr. Monroe was saying was, you know, just being quiet, you know, and be still. You know, the Bible says, the Lord says, be still and know that I am God and I am with you. And I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. I will be with you on the battlefield. And so we just have to, when we get quiet in those quiet times, we want to meditate on the word of God, because that is our way out. The word of God is able to conquer anything. And so, and sometimes there are areas in our lives where we have to allow God to just take over, allow our faith. We have to walk in faith, because you're going to come up against various things. And, you know, a lot of times people who are in the health ministry, because this is a ministry, when we're in the health ministry, you may have issues in your own health, because where you're supposed to excel and help others in those areas, you may be experiencing uh, something contradictory in your own health. And so, you know, when you do and you've been exposed to this company, you know that there is some glory for God in there for you and for others. And so this is why we have to continue to fight the good fight of faith. And a lot of times, many of us right now, we're at the threshold of something great, not only for us and not only for our families, but for everybody. And so when you're at the threshold, that's when you experience the most opposition. Because once you get through, if we can just get through that door, break the old habits and the old cycles of defeat that have kept us from going into our greater and into our better. Once we get through, we're going to bring everyone else through with us, you know, financially and health wise, spiritually. We are going somewhere. And so I just want to encourage everyone to stay in the fight, make it a good fight. You know, sometimes you just have to fight back. And that's what we have to do to be successful in this company and to help to change our lives, our families' lives, and other people's lives. So I just want to say that these are some excellent, excellent products. When I was looking at the video, listening to the video, and she was talking about how using the lemon in the water in the morning, awesome, excellent, excellent thing to do. Just make sure your water is either lukewarm or slightly warm. What that's going to also do, if you drink enough of it, it's going to send you right to the bathroom. You're going to have a good bowel movement. It's going to clear out everything that the body worked on while you were asleep. While we are asleep, our body is detoxifying, it is recalibrating, it is bringing everything back into balance. And so when you drink that water in the morning, it's going to flush that stuff out, right? And also, what she was saying about it caught my eye when she said calcium and magnesium. Those are two vitamins that help to fight acidity. But guess what? We also have calcium and magnesium in our plant calcium. So we want to make sure we're taking our supplements, and we have potassium and other vitamins and minerals in our vitamins and some of our vitamins. And so, yeah, we have been given a great tool to work with Atomy. Every part of having good health is covered with Atomy. So I just want to encourage everybody to keep going. And I shout out to everyone that's been on this call speaking, and those who are just taking things in and meditating quietly in the background. I just want everyone to stay encouraged. Thanks, Novelette. Thanks, TJ, Lynn, KJ, everyone, Valerie, everyone on this call. Yeah, this is a great call. I'm enjoying this. Listen, this is the 5th month of the year, 5 being the number of grace. So God is going to grace us through this month. So let's just grab a hold of the grace that's already there. Morning by morning, new mercies we see. We've got new mercies this morning, new grace and new opportunity. I'm fully with the call 50 people in your contact list on your phone. I'm with that from the gentleman that spoke about that. That's an amazing thing to do. All right, that's it for me.
Okay, great. Thank you, Maria. Maria, great mind think alike. It's funny that you mentioned warm, because I had a video I was going to end on with that, with the warm water and the benefits. So, no other messages in the chat. Guys, use the products. They work. They really do. There was something else I wanted to say, but it slipped my mind. But just go out there, use the products, ask the Lord to bring you the people that's suffering, because let me tell you, for me, this is a ministry. So I ask for those people every day. They are people out there that's praying, because I was talking to a lady and I was just telling her about Elohim. And before I was done, she said, okay, you can stop now. This is what I've been praying for. And I said to her, wow, because I've been praying and asking the Lord to bring me the people that want what I have. She said, well, you prayed and asked for that, and I've been praying and asking God to send me something to help my husband. So guys, people are out there praying. They just don't know what it is they want. Ask the Lord to bring them to you and watch it happen. So, they say slow and steady. Just keep sharing. Just keep sharing the products and the people will come. Now, I want to share this quick video on why hot water. And this lady here, let me hit my share. Yeah. I watch a lot of her videos. Very powerful. Are you guys seeing the screen?
Yes.
Okay. She has a lot of good videos. It's all about health. So here we go.
I'm going to tell you why in traditional Chinese medicine you should always drink hot water unless you're having shots at the club. If and when you go to China, you will notice that you will always be served hot water, even in the middle of summer. And there's a reason for that, because from a TCM, traditional Chinese medicine perspective, it's good for you. It helps with 2 things, circulation and digestion. Our body's internal temperature is 37 Celsius, that's 98 Fahrenheit. And anything that is colder than that, especially anything that is ice, will quote unquote shock the system.
Yes.
For your body and organs to be running well, they should be at that optimal body temperature or warmer. So hot water helps your circulation because it balances the body's internal temperature. If you suffer from cold hands or cold feet, then you should definitely drink hot water. The second thing is that it aids digestion and gut health. Americans have so many issues with gut health and things not moving. Let me tell you, whether or not you're pooping is the #1 clue to whether or not you're healthy. Iced water will not help you poop. In fact, it will do the opposite. So if you're constipated, having issues with your digestive system, if you're having breakouts on your chin area, because the chin area of your face is representative of your digestive area, then you definitely should drink hot water. And you will notice, if you're healthy, within 1 hour of drinking hot water in the morning, you'll be running to do a number 2. If you're really clogged up, it may take longer in the day, but let me give you this tip. Try drinking a lot of hot water or only hot water for 1 to 3 days and see what that does for you. In the US, we're so quick to fix with another fix. Well, actually, what about going to the root cause, which is what traditional Chinese medicine does? You guys have probably noticed in my photos and videos, everywhere I go, I bring a flask of hot water. TCM rule number 1, get your hot water, get pooping, and you will feel better, I promise you.
Okay, so. And I can tell you this, I've always done hot first thing in the morning. Hot water. It will send you to the bathroom. And so many Americans are dealing with constipation, they're not going to the bathroom. Try implementing it, or if you have customers that's having that problem, introduce that to them. I will leave with not hot, but
I say one thing about it too, about the hot water. If you drink that hot water in the morning, it will help to lower your blood pressure. If you have blood pressure issues, it will help to lower that.
So guys, try implementing that. If anyone's having that issue or you have people having that issue, and watch the difference. When I go out, even though it's hot out, I don't make mine hot, but it has some warmth to it, and I put it in my bottle and I take it with me. Because I want to stay regular, and it will keep you regular. Because I see you, KJ, when you warm the water, it reduces the size of the molecules of the water, because tap and bottled water is known for having larger molecules. So it reduces the size of that. Even though I have a Kangen water machine, which is already giving me small molecules, I'm still used to drinking my warm water. So I like having my warm water still in the morning, because it's just something I grew up with from Jamaica, where the old folks always had their warm water in the morning, and I stick to my old traditional way in every area of my life. But guys, try it for yourself. Now, KJ, go ahead quickly, because I should have been gone already.
No, you answered my question. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
great.
I was going to ask the temperature of the hot water, but whether it's warm water or tea water, bottom line, they both work. So
when
thank you.
When I'm going out, I don't make it hot, but in the morning, I do make it warm.
Okay.
Not just room temperature, I make it warm. Because when you do it like that, it's going to move that colon.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Love it. Yeah, thank you for bringing.
You want to have a warmth to it, because it matters. And you'll see a difference with the whole constipation issue, because majority of Americans have a constipation issue. Because rarely do I ever speak to individuals that tell me when they get up in the morning, they go to the bathroom, or after a meal, they go to the bathroom. Some people say, oh, I go once a day or every other day. And really, if your colon is working properly, when you get up, you're supposed to go to the bathroom. And after a meal, after your body goes through the whole process of taking the nutrients from that meal, it passes out the rest. And that's how your system is supposed to work. So,
and don't drink the tap water. I just saw someone put in the chat, is tap water okay? No.
So not unless you have a filter attached to it. Your tap water can be the best over bottled water if you have a filtration system attached to it. Because I always tell people it's better to put a filtration system onto your tap, because you're already paying for that water coming into your house, and then you're going out there and buying toxic bottled water. Because guys, if you go get a pH tester and you test those water you're drinking, I don't care if it's Fiji or smart water, they're acidic. I do those tests all day long when I sit with people in regards to my water. You'd be surprised when you put that pH tester in there what you're drinking. And all that RO water and that purified water, they come in acidic. So I always recommend to my people to get a good spring water that you can, that the taste is good. So that's it for me. If we have, let's see, what's in the chat? Oh, that was the question. Okay. So that's it for today. If there's no other question. Mr. CJ, you're still there?
Loveless.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so a quick reminder to everyone, especially to those who are building our teams, tomorrow is the final cutoff date for automatic withdrawal, 2 p.m. tomorrow. So I'm just reminding everyone to go into your back office, look around. If there are persons on your team with that orange border around your names, it means that come tomorrow, they're going to drop off. Get them, encourage them to purchase, get busy. You do not want to lose your team, and no one should ever lose their wellness store. So a reminder, tomorrow, the cutoff date for automatic withdrawal. Yes. All right?
Sorry, also another thing I want to add. When I meet with my people, I like to see where their pH is at. Guys, you should always test your pH because most doctors are not doing that when you go in and they do that supposedly physical that they're doing with you. If you have a doctor that tests your pH when you go in for that physical, that's a good doctor. And they are not testing the pH, and then they tell you, oh, all is well. And then you're hearing people dropping dead from a heart attack. So go to the pharmacist, get the pH strip, and the best time to test your pH is first thing in the morning. See where your pH is at, because as the nurse said, where your pH is dependent on your health. If you know where your pH is at, if it's not where it's supposed to be, then you know what you need to do. But again, doctors are not testing your pH. So you have to then take care of it yourself. I also just purchased a oximeter meter. That's what tests your oxygen level. Because that's something I want to do for my people as well when I meet with them. And it makes a difference, because if you test it and your oxygen level is not where it needs to be, then you know you need to get moving, because we have a sedimentary life here in America. And if you are not moving, I guarantee your oxygen level is not where it needs to be. And this meter will tell you where it's at. The first number is going to be the heart, and then the next one is your oxygen level. But guys, you have to take care of yourself, because they're not doing all the tests that you need when you go in to get that physical. And people walk out of these doctors' offices with a false sense of security, because your blood pH is like the most important thing ever, and your oxygen level, and they're not doing that. So I would recommend you go to the pharmacy and get that pH strip and see where you are at.
Those are great ways to help boost sales.
Yeah, I do it with my people.
You show them right then and there, this is what's going on in the inside of your body.
Yep.
But we have to help you to change that.
Because if you're acidic, you're not seeing it on the outside. It starts on the inside, the aging of your organs. And this is why when they do that, this is the last thing I'm going to say. When they do that test of your actual age, it's telling that actual age is coming from your organs internally. So you might look on yourself on the outside in the mirror and say, oh, I look great. But your organs could be 20 years older than you are, because of that acidity that's going on the inside. And also, if you have acid reflux, you're in serious trouble, because that is called a silent killer, which is telling you that you are really acidic to the point where your body is trying to push that acid out. So you're constantly burping it and you're taking the purple pill, which is more acid. So when you come across people with acid reflux, take it seriously because it is called a silent killer because your body is fully acidic. So that's it for me this morning, guys. No more talking. Have a blessed day.
Thank you, Noble. Great.
So guys, go out there and share, and please, yes, do the pH test so you know where you're at and your people, so you can help them. And have them drink more water and take that hemo heat.
Hey, if you can, if you don't already have the pH strips, it would be great if everyone could today, if you get a chance, go out and get it for yourself. And Noble, can you post for the what you bought to measure the oxygen? Can you post that on the Mormidum site website?
Oh, yes, I'll post it. I sure will. All righty. Have a blessed day, everyone.
Thank you. You
Thank
too.
you.
Miss Novlet. You do the same.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Mr. Davis. I see you waving.
Yes, have a good one, CJ Maria, Nick.
Very informative. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Aja. Bye.
Let me jump off and then I gotta go.